Welcome to Mog Library's tutorial on newspaper sources. The New York Times is one newspaper source that we'll take a look at. There are different ways to access articles in the New York Times. These include the actual paper, through microfilm, and online by accessing the New York Times article archive. First, let's look at the actual paper itself. Mog Library receives a daily copy of the New York Times newspaper. The current issue and the 14 previous issues are located in the Mog News Corner in the reference area on the main floor of the library. Older issues are kept in the microfilm newspaper room located outside the Information Services office in the reference area. Older issues of the New York Times are kept here until the microfilm reels are received. Now let's take a look at the microfilm reels. Microfilm reels are located on the third floor of the library in the Microfilm Center. Past articles from the New York Times can be accessed using these reels. In order to locate New York Times articles from these reels, we start with the New York Times Index. This print index consists of volumes for every year beginning in 1913 up to the present. Each volume is arranged alphabetically by subject heading. Instructions on how to use the index is located at the beginning of each volume. The subject headings are arranged alphabetically. Under each subject heading, you'll find an abstract of the article which simply tells you what the article is about. Following the abstract, there is information about the length of the article, the date of the article, the section of the paper the article can be found in, the page number, and the column. Let's take a look at an example. I want to find an article published in 2011 about the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I look through the print volumes of the New York Times Index and find the year 2011. There are 2 volumes for 2011. Part 1 includes subject headings A to J, and Part 2 includes subject headings K to Z. I want Part 2 because my subject is located alphabetically K to Z. Since the index is arranged alphabetically, it's easy to locate your particular subject, as in our example, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Depending on your subject, there will be one article or many articles. Notice that each article contains the abstract and information about length, date, section, page, and column. Let's choose an article. Looking at our article, we can see the abstract, and we see that this article has a photo associated with it. M means it's a medium-length article. JA27 means the article was written on January 27th. C, this is the section of the paper where the article is located. 3 is the page number the article is on. 1, and this is the column number. So this article is located in the January 27th, 2011 issue of the New York Times in Section C, page 3, column 1. Our next step is to find the microfilm reel. Reels are located in gray file drawers. At the end of the file drawer range, you'll see the New York Times along with the microfilm call number X2000. On the individual drawers, you'll see date ranges. Pick the corresponding drawer. Individual reels are stored in boxes, and each box is labeled with the year, the month, and the days. Once you locate the reel, you can search for the article using a reader. You have the option of making a paper or a digital copy of the article. Finally, let's look at online access to articles using the New York Times Article Archive. You can search the New York Times Article Archive by doing a Google search, New York Times Archive. This archive contains articles from 1851 to the present. This site provides information about how to search the archive and how to access and purchase articles for both digital subscribers and non-subscribers. If you find an article searching the New York Times Archive, but do not want to pay for access to the article, write down the pertinent information, such as the date and page number of the article, and go to the Microfilm Center. You will be able to find the article using the appropriate index and reel. If you need assistance, ask at the Microfilm Service Center located on the 3rd floor of Mog Library. You can also contact the Microfilm librarian by phone at 330-941-1719 or by email at rdault@ysu.edu.